The Decatur County Fair is back, and so are Buy Right Auto's Fair Time Deals. Buy Right Auto is offering what you have been waiting for, the fairest, craziest deals of the year. Mention you heard us on WTRE for $100 gas to go with your crazy fair deal purchase. Come to Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today for the fairest, craziest deals of the year.
Tree Country 1330 WTRE. Good evening. Coming to you with Fair News Live at 5, brought to you by Silking International. I'm Emily Versman along with Josh Marsh.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final night of the Decatur County 4-H Fair. It is a beautiful Wednesday in southeastern Indiana, and we're doing one more live at 5 right here from the Farm and Home Building. So if you'd like to join in person, that's where we are. If you're listening on air, that's great. And if you want to watch and follow along with us and our guests, you can follow along on WTRE Radio on YouTube. You can also hit that subscribe button and help WTRE build up those subscribers.
That's right. You are a well-trained man. We've done well. We do want to remind you, coming up at 6 o'clock here in the Farm and Home Building will be our Attitude finale. The Attitude t-shirts have already started to roll in. A lot of great prizes. So if you've got your shirt on from any year, come on in and join us, and we'll be doing that again starting at 6 o'clock.
So I know we see those all around. There's always the big competition, but I don't know that a lot of people maybe know the history or how many of there have been.
You know, I came home from college one year and I thought, you know, we need something to stand out, right? Stand out on the fairgrounds. So the very first year, it is the most horrific colored shirt. It's this awful yellow with bright red Attitude on the front. And I think the other print on the back was a horrible green. But it worked. And that year, I think we gave away 50 shirts maybe. And I was like, you know, I just want people to wear them. And if you wear them, we'll reward you for doing so. And it worked. And we got a lot of notoriety from that. And so we've just built that through the years. So now I try to make them cute and fun and not just gaudy.
Well, and there's a bunch of them that hang on the wall in the station. Is there one from every year?
There are, and I think are we year 17, 18? Somewhere in there. We're not really sure on Attitude. 17 or 18 years that we've done this. So, a quirky idea that has flown. So.
And then tonight at 6, if people are still at home and thinking about what to wear, they could bring one from the past, and then they can be entered in competition.
Yeah, you can wear any shirt from any year. You put that on, and you'll come in and get a ticket. We'll draw those starting at 6:30, and we just go through them. And Deanna and I were unpacking prizes, and let me tell you, we got some fun stuff over there. So.
Well, when I walked up here on stage to get ready to do the show, I was doing some shopping and checking out what there was.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so any year works for tonight. You can wear it, and it's fun. The other night we were eating dinner over at the taco booth, and we look up someone getting on the boat had a shirt on. Morgan hot trots it over there. She gets their picture, rewards them with some, I'm not sure what they won that night, but we give away money, we give away tickets, whatever. But yeah, it's been fun just to find them out and about. So yes, please come out for the finale and we'll have a good time.
So that's tonight, and also one of the other items that's tonight and the last night for this is the Junior Leaders and Fair Committee's collection of items.
It is. So the trailer is parked outside that headquarters building. Again, it's all based on weight. So we're looking for the water, the green beans, the corn. What else is heavy? I don't go to the grocery store.
Lima beans.
Lima beans, yes. But we're looking for those heavy things where you can make a monetary donation. The county that has the largest amount as in pounds will be awarded $5,000 to go towards the 4-H program in that county. So we're hoping that is going to be us this year. You can also give that monetary donation if you'd like, so that they can just go out and purchase those heavier items, those lima beans, to put on the trailer. So, but all of that food that will come back here to Decatur County. So that's the great thing. It's a twofer. It's going to help 4-H. It's going to help those here in the community. So we're excited for that. So make sure tonight's it. Get your canned goods out here.
It is, and I noticed that there was a lot of the livestock kind of headed out of the fairgrounds too. When I walked up through there, it was a little thin, but
it's a sad day. It's auction day.
It is, and
the more tears, the more I bid. I wasn't able to go this year, so.
Well, that's a good strategy. If anybody's
right?
listening that wants to talk about that. But with the buildings, those are going to be open only till 6:30 for project viewing. So I did run into a couple people I hadn't seen out here yet, and I said, hey, have you been out here? And they said, this is our first night. So if you haven't been out to the grounds yet, or you're on your way for the first time and you want to look at the projects,
get moving.
You better get moving. 6:30, they're going to close up. Everybody's going to start taking their stuff home. But that doesn't mean there's not a lot going on still this evening.
That's right. We've got all kinds of stuff. Let's talk real quick. The grandstand, a pretty big event tonight going on, and it is a free will offering on the hill. It is $10 if you're going to go down to the pit area. But tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, will be Rachel Holt singing from 6 to 8. And from 8 to 10 will be Sean Abbott. Sean's coming from Knoxville area to sing. Got a few singles out. So if you want to watch that, it'll be a great show. Again, it's free on the hill. 21 and over, it can go to the pit. It's $10. But kind of one last hurrah for this year's fair. So it's been a good fair. It feels like we're out of COVID. We're kind of getting back in the groove, and the county fair is back.
It is. And speaking of Sean Abbott, I heard Kathy's interview with him this morning, or at least a chunk of it, on WTRE. And it's really interesting. He's got a great story, and he's got some great soundtracks. I know I went back to the office and put him in Spotify for a little while. So hopefully you'll be able to check him out tonight, 8 to 10, free will offering again on the hill. So it's a great opportunity. And then we also have free parking tonight, brought to you by Decatur County REMC. They're covering all of that. So it's a pretty nice evening to get maybe free parking, free concert, and maybe make a little donation to the fair board for covering some of the cost of the shows, but overall a pretty good evening.
It is. And Boy Scouts still have drinks out there. They're running their special this year. You can buy 4, you get your 5th drink free. So for a family, not too bad of a deal. And I know Let's is going to serve till they run out of fish and tenderloin, and Smyrna's still going, and we're going to hear from the taco stand here in just a little while. I did partake in a taco salad last night, and it was delicious. But we've gotten to talk to most of the churches and different programs that have a booth out here, and I've learned a lot. It's been a good week.
It has been. It's really interesting and informative, and I know we've talked about it a lot, so I won't harp on it, but the tradition and the number of years that you see these organizations coming back again and again, and then the interesting kind of part is you start to see new traditions forming with some new vendors and food stalls and different opportunities that will probably be here for years to come, which just keeps adding to the festiveness of the fair.
It does. I say this frequently as well, but we're lucky to have the fair that we do and have the community support. So it's just been a good year, and I'm excited that we're back and rocking and rolling. So we're gonna have one last show tonight as we wrap up the fair. Again, buildings only open until 6:30, and before we take our first break, I think it's really important. We've got several 10-year 4-H members this year. It takes. I know that you weren't a 4-H'er, but I've taught you this week. I have taught you about 4-H, but it takes a lot of hard work to get to those 10 years. So we just want to recognize those 10-year 4-H members: Lydia Balzer,
Addison Boltus,
Hope Barker,
Madeline Bowman,
William Cathy,
Emma Evans,
Elizabeth Fissy,
Elizabeth Flessner,
Christina Fogg,
Paige Gauk,
Evan Graves,
Jack Hamilton,
Luke Hatton,
Evan Howell,
Aubrey Kennelly,
Jacob Kinker,
Landon Kinker,
Charlie Kramer,
Aiden Kress,
Olivia Krieger,
Michael Kolpinski,
Alan Lecker,
Samantha Luddle,
Reed Messer,
Irene Moore,
Bridget Nobby,
Lance Snobby,
Lizzie Nobby,
Megan Pearson,
Ty Pratt,
Paige Reisman, Zarina Sharp,
Claire Spreckelson,
Lyric Stilley,
Olivia Weckner,
and Blaine Wagner. And I got to tell you, Charlie Kramer, he wouldn't have been very old, maybe the first couple of years of 4-H. His frog won the frog jumping contest, and I wish I could remember who the queen was that year, but I had snapped a shot just as she was kissing that frog, and he is in the picture. So then the next year I submitted an open class, and that won grand champion. So I owe it to Charlie Kramer all these years later.
Well, there you go. You never know when a memory's going to be made.
That's right. It happens. So we've had a great sponsorship this year as well. Silking International has been our main sponsor for our Fair News Live at 5. They recently acquired Shirks International, longstanding in the community, so we're happy to have them on board.
And we're looking forward to working with them. I know the city does a lot of business. Obviously, we have a lot of trucks. We work with them. The comment was made by Andrew from Lures Rides that they've done a lot of business with that business in our community. And so we welcome the Silking team to Greensburg and Decatur County. And I think they're going to the Shirks team is going to continue on. It's
I believe
just a different
so.
name.
I think it's business as usual, and I know Silking also a family-owned business, so I think they're just going to keep trucking like they have been and been great to the community. So also we want to thank our supporting sponsors, because without all of them, we wouldn't be able to be here and do this all week. So we've got
Kochmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain, Decatur County REMC, Napoleon State Bank, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Decatur County Recycling, the Byright Auto Group, and the Overmeyer Agri Group.
All right. Well, we will take a break. I believe tonight we've got the Kennedy House coming up here in just a little while. We are going to hear also from the Optimist booth. And then we've got an interview that we'll play here as well from Triple R Rescues. They've got some horses involved in 4-H. So that is a pre-recorded one we had to grab off the air. So we'll be back here in just a couple minutes on Tree Country 1330.
When you have a busy day, every minute matters. That's why the Decatur County Memorial Hospital Pharmacy offers a variety of services to help you receive the care you need to best fit your lifestyle. With a free home delivery option for Decatur County residents, a walk-in retail pharmacy, and a drive-through service, you can choose the option that allows you to receive the medications or prescriptions you need both quickly and conveniently. Our pharmacy proudly accepts all major insurances and offers discounted over-the-counter medications at our retail pharmacy. Another way DCMH is helping you receive the quality care you want close by.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Decatur County REMC has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter, work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and Decatur County REMC can show you how. Take the next step to go electric, then put the power of Decatur County REMC to work for you. Decatur County REMC, your touchstone energy cooperative and your source for power and information.
Kolkmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain has been handling grain for area farmers for almost 50 years, with locations in St. Paul and Fairland. They supply corn to the Evan Williams Distillery and are your Purina feed dealer. Kolkmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain. They're at 102 West Pearl Street in St. Paul. Phone 765-525-4309. That's Kolkmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain of St. Paul.
Tree Country 1330 WTRE. We are back here live from the Farm and Home building at the Decatur County Fair. This is our last and final day. It has been a fabulous fair, and we're excited to be here and wrapping it up. We are going to go now to an interview with Triple R Rescue, and they are a horse rescue. They involve 4-H and some other things. So we're going to go ahead and start that on the air, and we'll be back with you shortly on Tree Country.
Tell us about your roles with the rescue.
So me and Maddie have been riding for what seems like forever at the Triple R Equine Rescue Ranch, which is priorly known as the Briar Ridge Farm and whatnot. But we witnessed the first rescues at the Triple R, and we helped with rehabilitating the animals and just getting them back to health. And actually, our horses, some people may have seen them down at the fairgrounds whenever we rode here during our 4-H years, King and Peanut. And they were part of the, I believe, the second rescue. Is that right, Maddie?
Yeah.
Part of the second rescue. They were rescued out in Westport back in 2009, and they were just skinny, and they were sickly. And I don't know about Maddie, but I know whenever I saw my horse come off the trailer, I knew he was going to be mine. But just being able to help these animals is absolutely amazing. Seeing where they came from and seeing their progress and their kindness show even through the trauma and the torment and whatnot, it's just so rewarding. And a lot of people don't realize how special horses are and how personable they are towards other beings and other humans and whatnot. So yeah, it's just a very rewarding experience.
All right, Maddie, tell us a little bit about your time at Triple R.
So like Brina said, I have a horse named King, which you guys will see out here if you come to the Horse and Pony Show on Sunday. He is one of their main lesson horses right now, but I pretty much just do what I'm told out there. If they need someone to ride one of the little finicky ones, I'll get on. But that's about it. Like, I just do what I'm told when they need help, wherever and whenever.
So let's talk a little bit about the farm, because I know just my experience, I mean, they've taken in Usually it's horses and ponies, but occasionally there's another critter that will pass through the gates. So let's talk a little bit, because it is not cheap to take care of animals between feeding them and their vet care and things like that. So tell us a little bit how you guys handle all that.
Yes, Kathy, it is definitely not cheap for sure. But so some of, as you said, there's some of the oddballs, I would say, that slip through the cracks for our rescues. Such as we have a miniature bull out there right now. His name is Mongo, and yes, he is up for adoption. If anybody wants to adopt a miniature bull, but he is super sweet, super kind. He loves apples and carrots. If anybody loves to feed and just hang out with animals, but the time and care that we put into these animals is just hours and hours and hours, along with the money behind it. With the Triple R being a 501c3 organization, we are available to apply for grants and whatnot to be able to pay for the feed and the vet care and whatnot for these animals, which we are very grateful for in the long run, just because it helps the bills and whatnot to be paid. And if anybody's looking for volunteer hours or anything like that, don't hesitate to just walk up to the barn and be like, hey, I'm here to volunteer. Where is the volunteer form? It's for me to sign up. And there's always something to do out there, such as water, feed, groom. There could be some like picking out some stalls, like just cleaning. There's always something to do out at the Triple R.
Hello, this is Joe Mormon, President and CEO of the Napoleon State Bank. 120 years ago, what started as a small-town bank in 1903 has now grown into a strong, locally owned bank with 7 branches that serves Ripley and Decatur counties. A bank that is thankful for our customers and employees and has continued to stay true to who we are. Now that's something worth celebrating. Learn more about our 120-year history at NapoleonStateBank.com.
The Napoleon State Bank, not your typical bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
They were there before me.
Tree Country 1330 WTRE. Welcome back to the Farm and Home building here at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It is the last day of the fair, but that does not mean you cannot still enjoy goodies. So I've been making the circuit, as I call it, and I've hit just about all of them. I'm joined Michelle Galp with AOA. You guys are known as the Walking Taco Stand.
That's us.
All right, so you guys offer the walking tacos,
Yes,
but you've got other choices.
We have some other choices. Our menu, we do have hot dogs. You know, we're close to the midway. We feel like that's important. Some kids don't really like the taco salad kind of thing, so we try to bring the kids in a little. We have hot dogs. We do have French fries also, but then we also can jazz up the hot dogs. We do a chili cheese dog. You can do just a cheese dog. You can do a chili dog. We do the same thing with the fries. You can have just plain fries. We'll put some chili cheese on the fries. We'll put some cheese on the fries. So just
do it all.
Keep it simple, but kind of jazz it up. So on the menu, there's just a lot more different options.
Now, the one thing that I know my mother loves is every evening you guys have pie.
We do have pie. Yes, we do, and that was started when our moms. Our group started. We were kind of a subsidiary, let's say, of our mothers. A lot of our mothers have been in this sorority for years and years and years when we were little. And then when all of us got old enough, they started a new chapter with all of the daughters and daughters-in-law of the club. So they always made homemade pies with the pretty meringue and all that. And we're not super talented with that. Sometimes we do, but we found out our most popular is sugar cream. And peanut butter. I mean,
really?
Yes,
those are the
peanut
top.
butter. Literally, peanut butter. We would sell out. A lot of people we're known for that. So
I just wouldn't have guessed those being the top two.
Those are probably the top two, and then we do some fruit, and we do throw some meringue in there sometimes. But that's been our most popular. So we try to keep those on hand most times.
Now
most
other
evenings.
thing you guys have that I love is the brewed tea.
Yes, and actually one of the girls, Trisha Kreitz, is one of the members, and literally she does it every single day.
It's
that sweet tea.
delicious.
I'm not a tea person, but everybody that comes up says it is amazing. And we put it in a big cup, and literally she has to dream about tea. I mean,
All week
weeks,
long, right?
For weeks after it's over, she has to dream about brewing tea. I guarantee you.
Now, you guys have been a part. We've talked this week. So many legacies here at the Decatur
Yes.
County Fair. You
Yes.
guys have been here for several years.
We've been here. I know our club has been here. Like, we've only been in existence for 30 years. I guess only we've been in existence. Our chapter for 30 years, and our moms did it for as long as I remember. So they probably did it 30 years before us, and they used to do chicken.
Really?
Like when I was a kid, and my mom would come, and they did chicken out of that stand. I mean, they literally like deep
Fried chicken?
yes, fried chicken and French fries.
Can you
hamburgers.
imagine the heat?
Well, when we first started the club, and we did it with them, and we helped man the booth, and we shared the profits, and for a few years we did chicken, and then it just got that was a lot of work,
Yeah.
a lot of work. So then we switched to of course had to get approval to switch from the chicken to the walking tacos, and that was so much easier. And we've streamlined it through the years. Now it's just as simple. Everybody has their role, and we've made it simple. But so we've been doing tacos for, I was trying to think today, I bet it's been a good 20 years probably.
I would say I remember them forever.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, maybe longer. I don't know when we actually made that switch, but I know very shortly after we joined, we did make the switch from chicken. So, but they were here for, I bet, 20 years before that doing chicken in that same spot.
That is crazy. I love that, though.
Yeah.
So tell us, because walking tacos are what you guys are known
Yes,
for.
that's
So
right.
tell us how that walking taco is made.
It's really easy, and we call them walking because we have we call them the boat. We call it a boat, so you can literally hold it in your hand, and we put Frito chips on the bottom, and then we have like a meat mixture that is just like a warm, just meat and some spices and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And then whatever you want on top, we do. We have lettuce, we have cheese, we have tomatoes, we have onions, we have sour cream, we have jalapeno, and basically it's kind of made to order. We
what
say,
you
what do
want.
you want on it? And we kind of make it to each person's order.
And I have to say, you guys are like a smooth operation.
Well, and that's the thing. It really is smooth because, everybody kind of knows their role. And the French fries, sometimes with it being a deep fried thing, but otherwise, I mean, we kind of have a little system set up in the back, and it's literally a go, go, go. I mean, it's
You
just in
just
a little,
churn 'em out.
It's just in a little tub, and we all kind of know what to do. And I remember when our moms used to do it with the chicken, people would be lined up, for miles, it seemed like. But with the way we have it, it's a pretty easy order in and out pretty quick, so we don't have to deal with those big lines.
Now, the money that comes in to AOA through the fair and other
Yes.
things that you guys do, where does that money go?
We do nurses scholarships. We take applications from nursing students, second-year nursing students, and then we pick. Each chapter has 1, 2, depending on how much money you have available. We'll have 1 or 2, sometimes maybe 3 if you have a good year. And we try to help these nurses with their books and stuff at school. So that's what all the money goes towards, is nurses scholarships.
That's a
Always
good
has,
effort.
Always has. Like for the history of our sorority, it's always went towards nursing scholarships.
That is a great effort.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 pressing questions we
Yes.
have to know. We know you're a taco person.
Yes, we're a taco
But what
person.
is your favorite food on the grounds?
I'm going to be honest with you. I never come here. I'm here working so much. Like literally,
Yeah.
I just told somebody today. They said, "Has it been busy?" I said, "I mean, I see from the window, and outside of that, I do not know. But I do love the lemonade from the United Methodist Church. When I was growing up, I went to that church, and that is one of my very
It doesn't
favorite
get
things.
any better.
It's so amazing. And I will tell you, last night, someone brought in some donuts. I think it's the Masonic Lodge to the side of us.
Yes.
They were amazing. They were amazing. But I've heard so many good things. My son is raving about some kind of a barbecue thing that he really loved. And I've heard Stacy's has some great tenderloins. So, but me personally, I don't get much far out of
You
our
don't
booth.
get out,
I don't
no.
get out, so I can't even tell you because I've not tried anything.
Now, you may not have ridden rides recently, but did you
It's been
have a favorite at some point?
The Tip Top. In my day, I don't know if you probably don't remember the Tip
No.
Top. It was like this. It was this big round thing and it had these little cups in it, and the whole big ride spun, and then you had a big wheel in your little cup.
Really?
And you could spin that, and it was the whole ride
Make
was
you go
spinning.
faster.
Oh my gosh, I spent hours on that when I was a kid. I loved that.
Oh,
Maybe.
the dragons, I bet
now
so.
if I rode that, I'd be sicker than a dog. I will promise
We
you that.
decided last night, I think Morgan's age is the end of like the Sizzler and those kind of
I
things.
did love the Sizzler too. Now, when we were
Yes.
here, they had some of the, we called them the salt and pepper shakers, and they went upside down.
Oh.
Like you had 2 of them, and one of them would go down, and the other one would go up, and you went upside down. That
Oh,
was pretty.
goodness.
That was pretty
Yeah.
awesome too. But
Yeah, she came back from a Sizzler ride and she said, because I passed on the Sizzler ride, but she took my place. She said, I think this was it. This was the
I don't know
end.
what it is about age, but as a kid, I'm telling you, I could ride anything. I could spin, up and down, upside down, everything. Now I can still do stuff, but no spinning.
No spinning.
Spinning's out. I don't know what happened to me.
That's the end, yes.
When you get old, you can't spin anymore, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we appreciate all you guys do for the
Well,
community and being
you
here.
giving us some time to talk about what we got. I appreciate it.
Well, there's plenty of time to go get your walking taco.
Absolutely. We'll
I
be there all
enjoyed one
night.
last night. It was delicious.
We'll be
so.
there all night, guys.
All right. Thanks so
Super.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back here live from the Decatur County Fairgrounds.
Overmar Agri Group wants to thank you, Decatur County and surrounding counties, for over 40 years of business. We enjoy working with you and are looking forward to serving you for many years to come. We are the top grain handling and drying business in southeast Indiana. Overmar Agri Group believes in quality products, superior workmanship, and are committed to serving the needs of all our customers with distinction. We are open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday by appointment. We are large enough to serve you, yet small enough to care. And we offer quality line of Brock bins, unloading and drying equipment. Why not give us a call today, or even better, stop by our showroom and enjoy our antique memorabilia while you find out the latest in grain handling and drying equipment available today. Call us at 812-663-4020.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Selkin International is thrilled to announce we have acquired Shirks International. Shirks has been a part of the Greensboro community for over 60 years, and we proudly introduce ourselves as the new owners and operators of the International Truck Dealership in this area. We understand the importance of Shirks' legacy and the trust they have built over the years. We pledge to honor their storied reputation while forging ahead with our customer-centric approach. Selk International has been a family-owned and operated business for 54 years, and we understand the importance of our community, trust, and customer service. Together, let's drive forward for a bright future.
Good evening and welcome back to the final night of the Decatur County 4-H Fair. It's Wednesday, July 19th, and we are live at 5 from the Farm and Home Building on air and online. We hope that you've enjoyed this week's show. It's been a lot of fun to continue to bring different guests and talk about the different histories and pieces of the fair that we've had. But we also have another great community organization joining us now. Taylor Gramman is here representing the Optimist booth. So good evening, Taylor, and maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and also a little bit about the Optimist.
Hi, yes, so I've been in Optimist Club since 2021. So this will be my second year, my first year. I'm just completing my first year on the board. And I work at Decatur County Memorial Hospital, where I'm the executive assistant. I'm also part of the Fall Festival, and I just like to be involved in my community in a lot of different areas.
I can attest, Taylor stays very involved. Just about everywhere I'm at, she's there in some capacity. But tonight with the Optimist, obviously you're working the food booth, so we're taking you away from that, which I'm sure they're upset about. But what food offerings are there at the Optimist booth if somebody maybe isn't familiar with that?
Yeah, so we have taco salads and nacho supreme, which I'm making tonight, so come check them out. And we also have our Big O's, which is what we're kind of known for, so quarter pounders. Of course, we have fries, cheese fries, also chicken tenders and chicken sandwiches too. Hot dogs, coney dogs, all kinds of good things.
And where would they find that if they were looking for you?
So we are right behind the hospital booth, by the sheriff's booth, the north side of the fairgrounds.
Perfect. And there's kind of an interesting way that the Optimists do it is it's a sit-down weighted component.
Yeah, so we're the only booth at the fair that you actually sit down and get waited on. And the waitresses are high school cheerleaders. So when I was in high school and I cheered, I actually was a waitress, so I've done both sides of it. So that's something, Optimist is really good at giving back to their community, and that's just one way we do that.
And there's lots of ways. Where does the money go, or what does Optimist put their money towards usually?
Yeah, so being on the board, I get to see more of that side, more of the business side, if you will. And we donate to several different organizations, whether we get a sponsorship request or we just see something going on and decide to donate our money towards that.
And one of the, or kind of the tagline for the Optimist is Friends of Youth. So every month there's a member of the Youth of the Month that comes from one of our 3 schools.
Yes.
Lots of different opportunities. And also, can you talk about the Avenue of Flags project? Because I know there's a lot of questions about where they come from when they show up.
Yes, so there are several people in the community that get flags. I know I'm on Team 9, and we have 55 to 60 flags just on our route. So anyone can sign up to get a flag. Just contact Dennis Fogel or John Neiman. And we do certain holidays of the year. We'll set it up, take it down, no maintenance necessary from the property owner. And if you don't have a property yourself that you would like your flag at, you can always put it at Lake Santee or around the courthouse square.
It is a really fun project that's always great to see in the community when they sort of pop up,
Yes.
quote unquote, overnight. I know the crew comes by early in the morning, sets them up, comes by late at night and takes them down. But it's a really nice thing to see in the community. It's so great to see all the spirit. And it's always good to see like whole neighborhoods or whole
Yes.
streets that do that. And a lot of people always ask, like, who does that? And so the Optimists are behind it. It's something that's been going on for quite a while.
Yes.
And it's a great piece of the community. It's very affordable. I think it's $100 for 3 years. So
It's 100 for 4.
100 for
So,
4. So it's not a huge donation, but it does make a big impact. So would encourage you to reach out about that. So Taylor, if somebody wanted to get a hold of the Optimist Club, we have meetings. I'm an Optimist as well. So we have meetings every Thursday morning. Tell us a little bit
Yes.
about that.
Yeah, so meetings are Thursday mornings at 6:30 at the Bread of Life. Bread of Life provides a great breakfast, and every meeting is something different. So we have our typical things we do every year, like Officer of the Year, Firefighter of the Year, those types of meetings. And then we also have different programs. So someone from the community might come in. We've had New Directions. We've had the Bread of Life themselves that'll come in and tell us about whether it's an event they have coming up or just their organization. So not only are we giving back to the community, whether through donations or time, we're also learning about the community, which sometimes leads to additional ways we can donate.
And then I believe on the 5th Thursdays of the month, there's usually an evening meeting because I know sometimes people can't make it in the morning. So if that's of interest, maybe keep that in mind.
Yes.
If someone wanted to get a hold of the board of directors or the Optimist Club, how would they go about doing that?
So they can contact me directly. So my name's Taylor Gramman. You can email me. It's taylorgramman1@gmail.com, or you can call me at 812-593-6490, and I can help you out with that.
And there's also a Facebook page for the
Yes.
Greensburg Breakfast Optimist Club.
Yes, yep.
And or just show up to one of our meetings or find a member. There's a lot of members in our community. Ask around. You'll run into somebody who is one of those. So, Taylor, before we let you go, anything else from the Optimist booth you want to be sure that everyone knows about?
So I know I brought up that we donate a lot, but to actually give you a number, last year our region donated about $10,000 to our own communities. So it's about 6 to 8 different Optimist groups that made up that $10,000.
It's a really great return on investment or return
Yes.
on donation in our community. So thank you for being here. We can't
Thank
let
you.
you go without asking our 2 standard questions. We know you're working at the Optimist booth, but what's your favorite food out here this week?
Well, if ice cream counts as a food, it's the ice cream.
Which one?
Super Twist. I like the blue goo and I like the pineapple, so I switch it up a little bit.
She's well versed in her thing.
Yeah, she's got it nailed down. And then what's your favorite ride?
My favorite, to be honest, the only ride I've rode this year is the merry-go-round. So I don't really have a favorite ride. I really don't. I mean, the fun slide, I don't know. I had a bad experience once, and it was, let's just put it that way. And so since then, I'm like very hesitant to try any of the rides, just because, yes, fun slide, merry-go-round. It was with a kid. It wasn't just me on the merry-go-round by myself.
Well, there you go. So see, even on day 7 of the fair, you can have new answers about having bad experiences, maybe. But
Yes.
but I wouldn't let you hold that back. Taylor Gramman with the Greensburg Breakfast Optimist Club. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all you do in our community, and thanks to all the optimists who work so hard to help do that.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Well, tonight is the last night of the Decatur County 4-H Fair. The Midway is going to open at 6. It is the last blast night, so be sure you get those tickets used up. Take a friend, take a buddy, do it all. And then, of course, Decatur County REMC is bringing free parking to you this evening, and the music is about to get underway. Typically, the bands are building right here around us on the stage at the Farm and Home building, but at 6 o'clock, they're going to be starting down in the grandstands tonight. This is a new feature that the Fair Committee brought together. So we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back right after this.
The Decatur County Fair is back, and so are Buy Right Auto's Fair Time Deals. Buy Right Auto is offering what you have been waiting for, the fairest, craziest deals of the year. Mention you heard us on WTRE for $100 gas to go with your crazy fair deal purchase. Come to Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today for the fairest, craziest deals of the year.
When you have a busy day, every minute matters. That's why the Decatur County Memorial Hospital Pharmacy offers a variety of services to help you receive the care you need to best fit your lifestyle. With a free home delivery option for Decatur County residents, a walk-in retail pharmacy, and a drive-through service, you can choose the option that allows you to receive the medications or prescriptions you need both quickly and conveniently. Our pharmacy proudly accepts all major insurances and offers discounted over-the-counter medications at our retail pharmacy. Another way DCMH is helping you receive the quality care you want close by.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Decatur County REMC has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter, work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and Decatur County REMC can show you how. Take the next step to go electric, then put the power of Decatur County REMC to work for you. Decatur County REMC, your touchstone energy cooperative and your source for power and information.
Kochmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain has been handling grain for area farmers for almost 50 years, with locations in St. Paul and Fairland. They supply corn to the Evan Williams distillery and are your Purina feed dealer. Kochmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain. They're at 102 West Pearl Street in St. Paul. Phone 765-525-4309. That's Kochmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain of St. Paul.
Overmeyer Agri Group wants to thank you, Decatur County and surrounding counties, for over 40 years of business. We enjoy working with you and are looking forward to serving you for many years to come. We are the top grain handling and drying business in southeast Indiana. Overmeyer Agri Group believes in quality products, superior workmanship, and are committed to serving the needs of all our customers with distinction. We are open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday by appointment. We are large enough to serve you, yet small enough to care. And we offer a quality line of Brock bins, unloading and drying equipment. Why not give us a call today, or even better, stop by our showroom and enjoy our antique memorabilia while you find out the latest in grain handling and drying equipment available today. Call us at 812-663-4020.
Tree Country 1330 WTRE. Welcome back. It is the final night of the 2023 Decatur County Fair. It's been a fabulous week. We've had a lot of fun. We've learned a lot of information.
We have a lot that I didn't even know, you didn't know, other people didn't know, so hopefully everyone's enjoyed it and did learn something else.
I hope so, and I think if you weren't aware, of some of the different foods and projects that are around the Decatur County Fairgrounds, I hope you've learned those things as we've gone on this week. I know I've become enlightened with several different things, and I've made the food circuit. Tonight is the last night, so on the last night I always have a corn dog, so that's on the docket. So, I feel like I've had a good fair.
It's also been a really great week as far as weather and events, and it seems like it's really gone off without a hitch.
It has. All right, I'm going to turn the mic over. Eric Blodgett joining us with the Decatur County Sheriff's Department. What's your official title?
I'm the Chief Deputy.
We were right. That's what we thought, but then, So we just kind of wanted to check in, make sure, kind of see how the fair has gone for you guys. You've been very present throughout the Decatur County Fair. So just how's the week been for the Sheriff's Department?
Really good. The crowds have been nice. All the events have been good. Outside of just a couple of weather events, everything's gone really without a hitch for us. I think we had a couple of little disturbances, but nothing major this year at all.
I love you guys have a tent set up, kind of your booth area, I guess I should call it, but it's just nice you can interact with the public.
Yeah, Sheriff Myros wanted to move us out to where we could get the most, the most interaction with the crowd. And everybody, we were real visible this year. We had a great presence. Our reserve deputies showed up pretty well for us this year. I think we've had between 4 and 6 deputies out here every single night. The sheriff and I have been out here almost every single night. So we really just wanted to be very visible and very open to the public and everybody coming in this year.
How do you feel like the crowd has been? We've talked this week, we're this is kind of the first bigger fair since COVID hit. We've kind of rebuilt. Do you guys feel like the crowd has been big, small, or just average for you guys?
It's hard to judge. It's been a few years, and remembering years past when the crowds were really, really big. I think the parade was the biggest parade I remember having in a long, long time. And we've had some busy nights out here. The grandstands seem to have done really well. Midway, I think, seems about average for what we've seen over the past 5 or 6 years, but the attendance for the grandstand events, I think, has been up this year. From what we could see anyway, yeah.
I think, too, you brought up, only a couple of disturbances happening, so the community has respected the event.
Yes, it seems like it.
Very good. So we've been asking, and you're of no exception, favorite food on the grounds?
Oh, Let's is always, I always hit the Let's.
Is it the fish or the tenderloin?
I get one of each.
Okay, you covered it well.
Yes.
And then if you were to go out and pick your favorite ride, whether you've ridden it recently or not.
My favorite ride. I'm a classic Ferris wheel guy. I don't like the ones that bump me all around, so.
Just a nice view, right?
Yep, you just get to see everything that's out there.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight and all of the service you guys have provided this week.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks so much. All right. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We're not going to look at tomorrow because tomorrow
we're not going to be here.
We are not going to be here. That's right. We're going to take an extra nap tomorrow. No, we're excited to be here, though. Again, it is the last night. Looks like everybody's still out there serving so far. So remember, once they start to run out of food, that'll be it for the year tonight. So let's take a quick break. We come back and we'll start wrapping up for 2023.
Hello, this is Joe Mormon, President and CEO of the Napoleon State Bank. 120 years ago, what started as a small-town bank in 1903 has now grown into a strong, locally owned bank with 7 branches that serves Ripley and Decatur counties. A bank that is thankful for our customers and employees and has continued to stay true to who we are. Now that's something worth celebrating. Learn more about our 120-year history at NapoleonStateBank.com.
The Napoleon State Bank, not your typical bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Selkin International is thrilled to announce we have acquired Shirks International. Shirks has been a part of the Greensboro community for over 60 years, and we proudly introduce ourselves as the new owners and operators of the International Truck Leadership in this area. We understand the importance of Shirks' legacy and the trust they have built over the years. We pledge to honor their storied reputation while forging ahead with our customer-centric approach. Selk International has been a family-owned and operated business for 54 years, and we understand the importance of our community, trust, and customer service. Together, let's drive forward for a bright future.
The Decatur County Fair is back, and so are Buy Right Auto's Fair Time Deals. Buy Right Auto is offering what you have been waiting for, the fairest, craziest deals of the year. Mention you heard us on WTRE for $100 gas to go with your crazy fair deal purchase. Come to Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today for the fairest, craziest deals of the year.
When you have a busy day, every minute matters. That's why the Decatur County Memorial Hospital Pharmacy offers a variety of services to help you receive the care you need to best fit your lifestyle. With a free home delivery option for Decatur County residents, a walk-in retail pharmacy, and a drive-through service, you can choose the option that allows you to receive the medications or prescriptions you need both quickly and conveniently. Our pharmacy proudly accepts all major insurances and offers discounted over-the-counter medications at our retail pharmacy. Another way DCMH is helping you receive the quality care you want close by.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Decatur County REMC has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter, work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient. And Decatur County REMC can show you how. Take the next step to go electric. Then put the power of Decatur County REMC to work for you. Decatur County REMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative and your source for power and information.
Good evening and welcome back to the final evening of the Decatur County 4-H Fair. This is our last Live at 5 for the 2023 season.
It sure is, and the fair is up and going. I believe rides open at 6 o'clock tonight, so if you've got tickets left, you want to get out there and use them. Let me tell you what, I did a little riding with my nephew last night. We rode the puppy dog ride.
Did you ride the boat?
We did not.
You got to get on the boat.
He's with you. He's not a boat rider or Ferris wheel. But we rode the little bus and some other things. But Laura's does a great job. And so you want to get out there tonight. It's the Midway and have some fun and spend your tickets and all kinds of good stuff. So we do have Sandy joining with us tonight.
Wow, Sandy, how the tables have turned for me to interview
Look
you.
At this.
So you can catch Sandy's Revenge tomorrow morning at 7:30, where she'll be back to asking me questions.
You'll be there, won't you?
I'll be there, 7:30 back on your home turf. But, Sandy, we thank you for joining us on Live at 5.
Well, thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.
We're so glad you could join us. Now, you've been out here all week. You've helped with open class. You've been doing a lot behind the scenes. What's the favorite part of the fair for you each year? Because a birdie told me this is your 41st fair.
It is. It's my 41st year covering the fair. And you know what? It's interesting because this year we've seen the COVID years and we've seen the years of the rebuilding years. It's like this year it seems like the county fair is back. You know, and last night in particular, it just seemed like all the elements of a county fair were there. The good food, and I think James, Emily's nephew, kind of brought it back with standing there gnawing on corn on the cob, and then he had the donut. Then Morgan took him on some rides, and I think his goal was to, his goal was
to make a mess.
To make a mess. So. But I tell you what, it's been really enjoyable, and I've enjoyed watching you guys on the Live at 5 and getting brought up to all the date with all the things going on here, and hearing all the folks that have been here, the number of years of tradition that is involved with this Decatur County Fair.
And something that you and the entire WTRE team took on this year was the open class. So how did that process work, and what's that look like next year?
Well, that would be a question for Kathy.
That was a Kathy Grossman special.
Was it Kathy or Emily that did the open class thing?
Okay.
But, I thought driving out here, I thought, because we had the open class T-shirts that we had, so we'd be visible if anybody had questions. And I thought we should have had them put closed across the open class for the exhibit pickup tonight, So
there you go. So, Sandy, we've been asking everybody, what's your favorite food at the fair, and what's your favorite ride if you were going to ride one?
Well, I'm hoping Emily's going to go on the Ferris wheel with me tonight, because we haven't done that yet. I'd love to do that, because it's when you get stopped on top and you can see everything. It's so much fun. Will you going on it with me? And
we typically
have to do
that.
The bus, the vans,
and we
too.
We got to do the bus with our groovy shirts.
Yeah, with our groovy shirts. And so the sorority taco has been really good. The taco salad, I've enjoyed that. Of course, there's something in every booth that has their specialties that I think a person's drawn to.
The donuts are great from the Masonic Lodge, and then we also had a donut last night. There's another booth kind of by the grandstand,
yes,
and that was delicious too. Last night we kind of all gorged on everything to just kind of get some tasted. But over your 41 years, I'm curious. So I'm in year number 21, I believe. 21 or 22.
Are you really?
I think it's 21.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think you were 20 years when I came about. But what have you seen the most change in your 40 years here?
Wow. Now, that's kind of a hard question.
This is fun, isn't it?
Huh? Well, no, because you look at, like I talk about all the tradition. I know you've talked to a lot of the folks that have been here year after year. And was it Smyrna that had the 70?
Smyrna's at 70. Lex is at 40.
Years,
yeah, the church is at 65, I think. Yeah,
legacy. You look at Lures.
Yeah.
And I got tickled when you had Andrew on here, and he said he was 36. He's been coming here 37 years.
Yeah.
That made me chuckle.
And they've been here your whole life, we discovered.
They have.
Yes.
Yes, and and hearing them talk, and you look at more about the traditions and what they brought and the different rides they bring, and they always have something new they're working on for each fair.
That's right. We tried to get out what will be the new ride next year, but he
It
said
wasn't happening, was it? I saw
he
you
would
try
tell
to
the
get
fair
that.
board in January. I think I'll have to tag along just to see.
And I got to mention the attitude, and I was talking with some folks who have been here, with attitudes year after year, and the folks that are no longer with us, and seeing those faces.
It's, and when Josh and I were talking about attitude earlier, and you stop and look at the years that we've done it, and a few years ago I usually am the one that designs the shirts, but I started incorporating, just to have that memory of those people that have been with us and that we've lost. And you don't always know it. It's somewhere on the shirt. And last year we know we had them as well. And I think it's good to just keep them with us. And we know they're watching over. But I tell you what, it's been a good year.
It has been.
Congratulations on your 41 years. That's a long legacy to be here.
But
you've worked the booth more this year than you have ever.
But, now, I do want to mention, talking about change, talking about the biggest change, I do got to get a plug in with when COVID hit, and you worked together with the Periscope to get the livestock shows online. They were so popular that they've continued. That's been a big change, obviously.
It has,
and the folks that you've had step up to help. All the volunteers that do that, a big thank you.
We've had just a lot of advancements, just like our YouTube channel that you can subscribe to, as our producer tells us.
Yeah, Morgan's been. She's been everywhere.
She has been everywhere and at every show and at every building. So,
well, thank you, Joshua Marsh, too, for being a part of the Live at 5.
It's been a good year. So we're going to kind of wrap up give some thanks out there, and I am glad that you mentioned the livestock shows. I'm going to do my best. Andrew Gauk, Kevin Kreitz, Joel Parker, Jake Maddox, the Smith girls, yes, with the horses, Betsy Ball with the goats. I think that just about wraps all of those livestock shows up. Poultry was on. We didn't really have a commentator, but you could see that if you wanted to. So big thank you to all of them. Jim and Kathy Versman carried the parade this year. That's my dad's one and only broadcast every year, but he was there. So we just behind the scenes helped Billy Joe Powers. She's been back at the studio every night for us. Tom Fleming helped out with the parade. Morgan has been right here producing us, telling us what to do and when to do it.
That's right. She keeps us right on time and on track.
She does. Kathy, Sandy, Deanna, everybody taking a big role just supporting us and the entire fair. So a big thanks to all of those people. The Decatur County Fair Committee, we want to thank them allowing us to have the stage this year and just letting us do the things that we do. Josh, thank you for joining me. It's been a great week. It's been fun.
It has been. I've enjoyed it. Thanks for asking. And you didn't think yourself, because that would be maybe a little odd.
Maybe a little bit.
But Emily and her whole team do such a great job. And so we're very excited. I think we're looking forward to next year. If you're interested in being a sponsor of the Live at 5 year in 2024, be sure to reach out early and often.
That's right. Well, Josh has big dreams.
That's right.
We're building a studio, right?
We might look into that. But this year's events were brought to you obviously by Selking International, Kochmeyer Brothers Feed and Grain, the Decatur County RMC, Napoleon State Bank, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Decatur County Recycling, the Byright Auto Group, and the Overmeyer Agri Group.
A big thanks to all our sponsors. They allow us to be able to do this. Again, tonight in the grandstand, we encourage you to go listen to some live music. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock will be Rachel Holt, and 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight, Sean Abbott. The Hill is free. Parking is free tonight, so come out, get that one last fish sandwich. I hope they still have them because I haven't heard any different. Or that taco salad, or that pork chop, or strawberry shortcake. From your perspective, and what's your favorite food?
Oh, I almost made it out of here.
Almost did.
Dang. Actually, this year I have had a couple of Stacy's Tenderloins because she's located right behind me.
Yes.
So that's very convenient. It's kind of like Grubhub, but it's like at your door.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I always try to do like you. I do the circuit. You got to get one of this, one of that. And it's always great to support the different organizations that do so much in our community each year. And they use this as a massive fundraising opportunity.
They do. I will always say we have a great community. They've always supported us, and I feel like I love to support them back. It's just a great thing that we can do, and we can all do it right here at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. So, again, congratulations to our 10-year 4-H members, still taking food donations if you have them, or monetary donations for that. We hope that they will win and bring that $5,000 home.
That's right.
All right, and most important, coming up at 6 o'clock, we will have our attitude finale. So any shirt from any year, you have from 6 to 6:30 to get here. Seats are filling up. Get your ticket to win your prize, and at 6:30 we'll start drawing those. So excited for that to happen. We've got some great donations this year to give away.
That's right. On behalf of Emily Versman, I'm Joshua Marsh, and for the last and final time of the 2023 Decatur County Fair, good night.